Hello, and welcome to video blog episode number 13. In today's episode, we will be discussing how to do a ferry move in 3-rail. So there is no clear-cut definition of what a ferry move is according to the internet, so I will try to best define it the best I can. A ferry move is when they transport an engine to one point to another point without usually a passenger train. It is rare that they do a full passenger train. Now, when they do a ferry move now, usually it involves the engine, the water tender, a tool car, and 1 to 3 gondolas full of coal. And I thought of this idea watching videos of the real 611 and the real 765. Now, my train will not be accurate, but it will be close enough, and I'm showing you guys how this will work. Basically, I've done this with my Class A number 1218 with the same consist you will see today, and I have done this with a scale J that I am test running for a person I am selling the engine for. So here we have my 611. And behind that we have the baggage car, and behind that we have a gondola. And we will move to the back of the train so I can show you how we get this going. So I've moved the gondola from the back of the train because I'm going to show you what I do to make my train look a lot better. If you see here, it's a bag full of coal. This is the coal that comes with the coal dump cars and some other cool cars. And I use the coal for simulating what the real train does. Now, the real train will have 3 or maybe a little bit less of gondolas just full of coal. Norfolk Southern uses only Norfolk Southern coal hoppers, and since the 765 is operating on the Norfolk Southern main line, they have to use the same thing. Now, I don't have any Norfolk Southern coal hoppers in the Mike's Train House Rail King sized gondolas, so I'm currently looking for more, and I'm using a railgun because it's the most modern thing out there. And I may get some more modern cars if I consider adding on to make my train look a lot better. Now, with the scale ferry move, I've used a Lionel Mill gondola that I own personally, and it looks pretty good behind the scaled 611. Here is my baggage car from the Norfolk Southern train. Now, on the real ferry moves, 611 has its own Norfolk and Western baggage car. Lionel made one, however, there's a lot of quality control issues. Not only is the paint is not right, as a lot of people have noted, but I've heard from other people that different railroads, because they've done multiple liveries, have had some issues with their trucks or their couplers arriving damaged. So I passed on getting one, and my plan was I wanted to make it an actual tool car. So I was going to take it apart, put in all these add-on stuff you can get from Atlas. Atlas made a lot of 3D printed stuff that you can add to your cars. Now, I also have some other cool things that I was going to put in the car to make it look a lot nicer. And unfortunately, I got stuff already in this car because I had a plan to get the baggage car, but unfortunately the baggage car had issues like I mentioned before. We're back at the gondola, and now I'm going to show you guys how to load coal in this car without spilling a lot. So what I usually do is I just sit there and I just kind of shake it out like this. And I just go back and forth. Now, usually when I do this, I don't fill it up all the way, so I just fill it up maybe to half. And then I just kind of even it out. So here we go. I'm going to lift you guys up, and there it is. So you can do the ferry move with any engine out there. And I like to do it with my 611 because if there's something I have to do, or I don't feel like running the cars and I want to run a different consist with 611, this is one of the consists. And I haven't done a Ferry move with 1225 yet because I'm still trying to figure out what I would like to do, but the consist I ran with the 611 I was testing was, the 611 was a PS2 611. It was a full-size engine's Premier model with the Premier auxiliary water tender. I used the Norfolk Southern baggage car, and then I used the mill gondola with the coal load in it. And it looked pretty nice. And I think I may do the same consist with 1225 minus the auxiliary water tender. Alright, this wraps up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned how to do different consists.
Take a look at the general order.
And I hope you guys liked it, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.